last time on Magic the Gathering Arena, we not only took on a bunch of different opponents, slicing and dicing as we won every single match, even the ones that definitely were given to us by the opponent. Shoutouts to the Crab Guy, pretty cool. But we also opened a bunch of packs, so cool, pack opening. But in this episode, I hope that we are able to build a new deck and have a lot of fun with it. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering. As you can see, we're now level 14 on the Battle Pass, so we've done some things. Furthermore, one thing I didn't know that's actually really cool is that there's actually things you can do with these orbs that are actually really sick. So these orbs, you can get cosmetics, including card styles, and I don't know why the card styles are cheap, like as cheap as they are, because I personally, at least, I feel like they should be a lot more expensive. But yeah, you can get a lot of these, like avatars, Sozin, Roku, and Kyoshi. Roku seems pretty cool. But then yeah, we have like a lot of legendary creatures. You have Aang, Katara, Sokka. A lot of cool stuff. Also though, so if I do want to get, like, if I do ever want to actually use I can do that. But there's also one that's in one of my decks. It was Iroh. Grand Lotus Iroh was one of the cards, and that was super cool. So as you can see, we have a lot of decks. This one is kind of a nothing burger, so I think we'll go over the decks actually in this episode, and kind of so what I've learned about Magic, because I feel like that's something that we should really talk about. So starting out, we have RB Death Knights. This is like the first deck I ever made, and we have an upgraded version of it, quote unquote upgraded, in Vincent's Raid, and I still think even that deck I'm probably going to change a bit. But here's the deck. We have Flail, Cecil, and Coral Sword. First Strike is just good. Bitter Triumph, Heartless Act, Demand Answers, Fear of Missing Out, Garland, and Undead Sprinter. Risky, Shortcut, Voidborn, Nighthawk, Alesha, and Performing. And then we have a fairly good thing of lands. I still think this is a fairly okay deck. The main things I would change is maybe Grav Kill or something. Just like have like some sort of card that just exiles. Like maybe remove 2 Heartless Act for that. Also, just there needs to be some sort of board removal card. So there's that too. The next deck I made was Crab Say No, which you might remember we played against this deck. And this is my version of it. So Boomerang Basics is a bounce, Into the Maw is an instant bounce, Octopus Form gives us hexproof, Opt is just being able to search cards, Underning Whisper, this allows us to tap our Eddy Merc Crab or our Serpent of the Past to be able to just draw an extra card, so this is essentially a 1-mana draw 2 in a way. Unsummon, which is just a bounce, Accumulate Wisdom, which is either tracking from Hearthstone or just a draw 3, which is really strong. Counterspell on a creature, Counterspell on a spell, but it's not as good. Jace, Reawakened, Abandon Attachments, Quick Study, and yeah, just general really good card draw, really good stuff. Then I made Gilgamesh Artifact, and this is probably one of the more fun decks I have. A lot high rolly, a really high roll deck as you can see. So we have Diamond Pickaxe, Fire Magic, and Freya. Freya allows us to essentially Diamond Pickaxe. I do think she's still the weakest link. We could probably replace her with something else. We then have Cloud Mercenary, really strong card. The entire point of this card is that we search Diamond Pickaxe, turn 3, we play Diamond Pickaxe, we get double treasure tokens. That's on turn 4. That's on turn 3, and then on turn 4 we play a land, we play Gilgamesh, high roll Katana into high roll Machinist Arsenal, we win the game. This deck still, it's obviously really gimmicky, really silly. I do think one more melded Moxite instead of Demand Answers would be good, just because Moxite is a artifact, which means we can save it on the field to be able to boost the power of Mechanist Arsenal. But yeah, overall I do think this deck is pretty good. I still think it needs a few more touches though. And then we have white-black heal bullshit, essentially is what I'm calling it. I do think this deck is going to get a lot more changes. Ajani, Pridemate. This, I'm so happy that the card art was on sale, so I was able to buy it with just coins for only like 1,000 coins. I really like the card arts. I have this one on this deck as well, so we have like 2. Pretty cool. The main playmakers is being able to use Hitterland with Moment of Triumph with Ajani and Aerith. Elenda of Saint of Dusk is also fairly cool, but I do think this deck needs some blowout cards. I do think that this deck will probably go to the point where it might just have the 4 mana kill all creatures card or something. Enter the Avatar state is also really nice, just giving something flying is really good. Same reason why we're playing Angelic Destiny, just like, it's just really, really hard to deal with. And the fact that this enchantment comes back multiple times is really, really nice. But yeah, overall I really like this deck. I do think maybe like Cat Collector I could probably get rid of. Inspiring Overseer, I'm so sad because this was on sale. It might be on sale now actually, I'll have a look. I don't think it's on sale now, but I think it was yesterday's. Oh no, it is today. So maybe we'll try to grind to this, and then we can get this card artwork. Because I really like trying to get these card styles, I think they're really cool. And then these ones, which we haven't done yet, so Vincent's Raid is the last one I want to talk about quickly. This one is kind of, yet again, a Lesha, but it's a bit newer and different. It's going for a bit more of a mid-ish game thing, so I do think, yet again, that I will actually add more, like, later game stuff to it. But yeah, so it's still, yet again, like, Cecil is really strong. The main point is Cecil has Death Touch, Arhim has Death Touch, Perforating Artist has Death Touch, Gutless Plunderer has Death Touch. All of these are really, really strong. We also have Alesha yet again. I really want to get the alt art of Alesha because it looks so much better. But yeah, so let's get into the actual games. We're just going to play some standard ranked today, and we're going to play the Crab deck, I think. Play Crab Say No. Because we do have a play 20 blue spells, so we probably can do that in one game. Can't Reach Gun, the legendary player. We also have some emotes. I mean, we do have a card draw. We have some emotes. Hello. Hello, friend. Okay, so they're playing Probable Ramp. So this is an instant, so we can play this on our turn. So that's what we'll do. So if they don't play anything that's super worrying, but if they play like a 4-mana card, I'm obviously gonna Ill Quencher. Very nice card. That's fine. Really loud motorcycle. Because they can't attack, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to discard one of these. Draw 2. We've got Jace, that's really good. Play a 3rd land. We can't Jace yet. So we can now enter the Maw and Ill Quencher. So they currently have essentially 7 mana potentially. Are they just playing every single card that says add mana? I'm actually gonna Ill Quencher on that. Make them spend essentially all their mana, they just can't do anything this turn. Because they have 3 mana, so yeah. This is why this card isn't the craziest. My turn, awesome. So now we can play Jace. And Jace is really, really good because we can draw a card and then discard a card. So I think we'll discard a Into the Maw because we have just so many of them. And then because we can actually do this. So we're now going to opt. I don't think we need a land. So we'll just draw a normal card. We get a land anyway. And then we'll go next into our opponent's turn. We'll enter the Floodmaw. And our game can pretty much start. Yeah, this card is used a lot. Resolve all. Yeah, Mosspawn Hydra is a deck. Is a card that I'm trying to make a deck around as well. We will draw and discard one. We're gonna discard Octopus Form, which now means that our Eddy Merc and our Serpent of the Past are 2 mana and can be activated during our opponent's turn. We're now going to end turn, go to them. So even though they have an insane amount of mana, they have essentially 11 mana, it still doesn't matter. Because we're going to be able to play it. That's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play our crab, and we're going to tap this and tap this. There's nothing they can do about it, they just have to accept it. And then we're going to play Serpent of the Past. So now we have 2 big creatures on our turn, and then, because we can, because it's now the end phase, we are going to bounce their Hydra back to the hand. And now draw, we will opt, see what we get. It's a land, I don't really care too much. Another land. We'll now Jace again to draw a card. Unsummon. We pretty much have an unsummon in hand anyway. We'll play a land. And then we will go for combat of our own. And this is essentially where we put the pressure on. Next turn we have lethal if they don't try to do anything. They only have 5 creatures, and when they play the Mossborn Hydra, we can just Essence Shatter it and get rid of it permanently, meaning that they have nothing left that's interesting. You can play an additional land, creature. Unfortunately for us, I do think we're going to need to Essence Shatter that. So they do get to have the Hydra. However, because they can't really do anything this turn, the Hydra's really not going to do much. And they concede. So that's the point of this deck. It's really cool. I actually really like it. Whoa, Renka. Awesome. Bronze tier 2. Maybe we'll get all the way from bronze to silver. But yeah, I really like... This is a deck I think really works. So I think out of all of our decks, this is probably the best deck we have. Ooh, we've got a pack. And we got those. So I think if we get 2 wins, we'll have enough to get that card up. Burglarat. Common wildcard. Genesis Wave. Reveal the top cards of your things onto the battlefield. Interesting. Interesting. Deals 5 damage to target creature. Fiery Annihilation is actually kind of crazy. It's a really good card against my Gilgamesh deck, I can tell you that much. I do wish that you could remove the consistency of her voice lines. Because I do like Sparky, I just wish that she wasn't constant. Initiate. We are a nothing. I mean, that's kind of still a good hand. We'll opt, we don't need another Jace. The thing that's really good is, like, as soon as you can play Jace, he becomes such a threat for the opponent. Did they seriously... Oh, right, they play it this way. That's actually really good. I might have to play that in my deck. That's the thing I love about this game, is you're always finding new things that are gonna teach you a lot. Yeah, so as you can see immediately, this is almost already at 3. And when this is at 3, we get to draw 3 cards. They also got the Ajani Pride Mate. 1 turn too late. I do think it's actually good to look at this. We'll take the Eddie Monk Crab. Because we're gonna need it. Jesus. Okay, so yeah, lifelink. Yeah, yet again, Jesus. So first off, that. Now, we have a little bit of a... Yet again, this enchantment. I'm definitely putting this card on my deck. This is yet again what I mean. Like, so much of the time, you don't realize what is around the corner. Play Jace. Go and discard one. We don't need another Jace. And turn, we're probably just gonna unsummon the Ajani. I have seen this card a lot as well. However, the thing I think is the most prevalent is just the fact that, like, this card here giving everything 2/2 is so strong. That's a Johnny. This is going to be a really hard battle to come back from. We have 4 mana currently, so we can Essence, Shatter, and Eddymerc. So they can attack with 10 damage, which means I need to be able to deal with everything next turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Yet again, I think this card here, unironic. Oh, thank God there. It could have just done the 4/4, but... So that we have 5 mana. Still doesn't mean we can do anything. So when they Ajani, we can counter that. Just flat out. And then before combat even starts, we can tap you. And so we go next. We don't attack. We end turn. So we're gonna block. Oh god, not another one. We block 1. So we're gonna play Eddymerc Crab. We're gonna target this and this. And then we're going to play another Eddymerc Crab. I'm going to target this and this. My god, criminy. Like, what is going on? Back in the hand, my lord, please. Essence Channeler, it's so crazy. The thing that's crazy is, like, the version I'm playing of this is like, yeah, that being 2 mana is insane. Yeah, no, we just lose this one straight out. There's nothing we can do. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to make Essence Channelers. Leyline of Hope. This is what I mean, like, every time you play Magic, you learn a bit more about the game in a way where you're like, okay, cool, this is what I should do. At least I won't die a cringe. I got rid of one of their dumb bats. The thing that's the craziest is the main reason they still won is because of that hope card. There was just like, yeah, as soon as you play the video game, everything becomes unkillable. And it's like, well, can't deal with that with my slow deck. Yeah, we'll just continue. I think it's a good idea to kind of just play one deck for an episode to really just get to really feel how the deck works. Whoa, look at this guy, that's sick as hell. Going against the frickin' Balrog. Turn 1 opt. I mean, it's a fine, it works. Turn 2 being able to counterspell. Yeah, blue and black. Interesting. I do think I might change it back to Sephiroth. I think I'm gonna opt just so then I can. I think they are gonna get rid of Jace then, probably. Oh no, they only can choose these two. So they're gonna get rid of Into the Maw for sure. Oh no, they can choose Jace, okay. Well, good thing I did that then, because that's really good. Okay, 3 mana. I do kind of want to make a like hand control deck. Little do they know, every time they do that, they merely make my game stronger. How much duress can you put me under? Obviously a lot, but Jesus. Really? Just not gonna play any minions or something? And then we're just gonna play the Serpent of the Past, because we can. I think we're playing against essentially a mirror of our own deck, but just annoying. Okay, you don't control any cards. Because I really don't think they're going to be playing any, anything, I'm just going to do that. And then we're going to draw one. Okay. And then we'll play the Edinburgh Crab, just because literally there's nothing to do. Yep. Am I playing against the mill deck? What is going on? That's kinda, like, I understand that it's so much mana, but that's kinda bullshit. Get rid of your opponent's entire deck and also their field. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, this is like a hard counter to our deck. What about fucking no? Anyway, accumulate wisdom. Let's just draw 3. The only way we're winning this game is if we super aggro right now, so. The only card that matters is when we draw the last card that kills us, so. The more cards we draw, the less cards are able to mill, so there's that. Yet again, Jesus Christ. This guy's deck is really annoying. Like I've said it a few times, but people really complain about Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. And they're like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! This, Yu-Gi-Oh! That. This is the epitome of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. This is literally just the same as like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck that just makes you unable to play the video game, and then you just sit there like, oh, I guess I lost the game. Like, there's no difference between this and any other like thing, so I don't know why people get so annoyed about Yu-Gi-Oh! Exile an online card, the 3 last we had. I'm just gonna draw this card. Island doesn't matter. We have the ability to counterspell something. That's fine. The only problem is that we probably don't have the minion count to do anything. I can't believe that just playing a deck that literally just doesn't interact with the game. Like, that is just still so, like, interesting to me that people are that boring. Like, seriously, you're just gonna play like a deck with no creatures in it and just destroy field, destroy field, destroy field, destroy field, destroy field, mill, 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 mill. Get rid of all the cards in hand. Like, that's so boring. But, you know, I guess if that's what they want to do, then there's nothing I can do about it. I think it's also just a shame because, like, their avatar is so cool, but they're playing, like, a very boring deck. So it's like, well, what's the point of having a cool avatar if you're just gonna play a boring deck? I need you. At this point, I don't care. Oh, no, this just wins you the game. That's crazy. If you exhaust it, like, that's insane. Like, you play that get rid of the board card, you play that, you just win the game instantly. That's insane. Anyway, that was the most boring shit I've had to go through in this video game. Quite literally garbage. I still think the crab deck is fun. We should still try that. I'm really wondering now if white-black is even like the play, or if you just, because I think that person was basically just playing white and it was like really working. Like 4 copies of that enchantment, 2 copies of the other enchantment. 4 of the bat, 4 Johnny. Yeah, I can see all of that being good. Yeah, I'll keep that. First turn, draw a card, second draw, counterspell. First turn, play a card, second turn, counterspell. Bada bada bida bada bada dow. Accumulate Wisdom is so good. I'm gonna regret it. I see. At this point we want to keep going with the train of thought that we've been having. Next turn we can Jace and then have a counterspell ready. Gonna play Jace. Okay. Let's see what we can do. We will freaking counterspell the crap out of that card. The card's literally so good. Like, yet again, like, I'm learning again so much. Like, I want to make this deck too. As you saw, like, in my thing of decks, I have the Tifa's Chocobo Farm deck. Now I know that we can play Mockingbird. We could play a blue-green deck that uses Mockingbird. I'm going to just play Accumulate Wisdom real quick. I'm gonna get another island just because having mana is very useful in this video game. So they're probably gonna landfall, attack Jace again. The thing is though, is like, in terms of the other decks we've seen today, this deck would lose. Chocobo kick, yeah. Yeah, I should look at the bluebirds, which is funny to say. This Jace has been so instrumental in slowing down the amount of pain. Okay, so we have 5 mana, so we're going to be able to tap both of their creatures. And then if they do play another card, we can Octopus. Yeah, this is where the game becomes really fucking bad for us. Thankfully, we have Eddie Merc Crab. Brand new Eddie Merc Crab, allowing you to play the video game. Tap the fuck out of both of those. So for the next 2 turns, we're able to do this again. Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one too. I really, other than the white extra, I think the reason why they're playing the white is so that they can play like the legendary Chocobo. Yeah, there it is. Do I want to block? I'm losing either way, so I think getting... Yeah, but... Yeah. So they straight up would have just won. So that's 6 mana, I physically can't pay that. I'm gonna have to harmonize this into the Floodmore that does actually do something. But at the moment, all we're doing is keeping ourselves alive. Well, yeah, no, that's the win. Play Eddie Merc again. You just can't attack with that Chocobo. And we're also gonna get any card that has Chocobo in it, you're just not gonna be allowed to attack with. You're gonna have to kill me with your White Heart. You just can't kill with the Chocobo. Sorry to say, but no Chocobos. Yeah, sure. It wasn't bad. I just yeah, this deck is just not equipped to play that deck. I need a deck that has a lot of removal and ability to play the video game, so I think we're gonna play Vincent Van Helsing. Okay, let's check what our mastery is. Oh, right, yeah, we got the ability to spend an orb. So, I think the card art I would want, like, it's kind of hard to say for sure. Airbend, draw a card. It's still Mai. Mai is still like just so cool in my opinion. I already have copies of Mai, so if we ever do play Mai in a deck, then like that's already really cool. For some reason the store is glowing. I don't know why that is. Pre-order, please, pre-order. Stock up, it's the card that they're playing against us. Surprisingly, I don't think they had theirs done. We also have Grav Kill over here, which still don't think we're going to be using. Okay, so we'll do some games with the Vincent deck, see if we can get any good wins there. Find a match. Vincent's Raid. Yeah, the problem is I really just want to get good at Magic, and the hard part about it is there's so many cards and I don't know what they do at all, that it's like when I deck build I don't take into consideration things like that card that just summons itself onto the field and gives everything 2/2. I'm gonna keep that hand. We don't need another lesson. Merry Chocobo to you. Okay, this guy's gonna be a pain in the ass to play against. We're gonna play a Case of the Stashed Skeleton. Imagine not having it be shiny. We're gonna play this. We're going to Alesha early, and I cannot attack because they'll just kill it. It's so every single time I play this deck, by the way, I get jack shit. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this card and every card like it existing. Not because it's like, it's every time a new card comes, I'm like, oh, I never thought of that. And then it's like, well, you lost because you didn't think of it. Probably could have attacked then, actually. Okay. All the power in the fucking world. No brain power. We have 5 mana currently, so we can actually fear of missing out. Discarding this. Drawing 1. We can then play the mountain. We can then go into combat. We will attack with our Skelly. No matter what they do, it doesn't matter. The main point is that we'll get our Seesaw back. And now we can play Gutless Plunderer. Yeah, we'll take the yeah, they need to have removal to get rid of our Death Touches. My lord. Whoever thought that fucking this deck was okay, seriously not okay. I'm gonna attack the Cecil and the skeleton. Well, first of all, Death Touch. Then we'll just block you. Then we'll hit you and hit you. God, whoever created this bat needs to go to prison. This bat single-handedly is the most broken ass card. And then we'll play Alesha, she who cries at wolf, and then we'll attack with our skeleton, because yet again it doesn't matter. And then we will get our Cecil pack, so we have Death Touch again. And then it won't matter because we can just attack these two now. Man, the fact that we're not just drawing any of our cards that do anything. Yeah, yet again, like, we have 6 removal cards, didn't draw into any of them. Finally, we can kill ourselves. Yet again, though, that bat being 2 mana? That's insane. I don't know how long we've done this episode for, but I do think we will... Thank you, phone, for telling me you're 100% charged instead of telling me what the time is. I think we'll play 1 or 2 more games, and I think I'm definitely going to look at my white-black deck again, try to make a white-only variant, and really like see what people have played, and really, I think like the bat, definitely 4 copies of that thing. This is a hand I feel a lot better about. Whoa, it's Appa. The legendary man themselves. Infestation Sage, okay. I'm gonna play my turn 1 play, Cecil. A little bit better, but does have downside still. I mean, it's only 1 damage, I don't really care. We have better triumphs now, so we can actually do some stuff. I'm gonna better triumph that. Just to immediately get it with the 3-3. The 3-2. Oh, it becomes a 4-3. That's a crazy. Anyway, play this. We're going to attack with Cecil. Awesome. We're then gonna Gutless Plunderer. Continue to have a Death Touch on field. And then I think we're gonna grab the Cecil again. Which means that... I thought this added to him. Oh. Well, yeah, it's still Death Touch. That's funny. So we're gonna play a Swamp, we're going to Risky Shortcut. We're then going to play Cecil, and then we have a 4/4 Fear of Missing Out. It's a Delirium active. And another... yeah, no, I'm just not going to attack. I will Bitter Triumph. I will discard a card. I will do that, and then I will discard a Lesher at this point. Just because I want to keep my health value. And then I'll play my good old boy, and then I'll end turn. Vincent Valentine is now on the field. So they can't attack with their 1/1 currently. Well. I think I can take the 3. God. My luck in Magic the Gathering is unironically so bad. Like, I will make a deck and I'll have like 20 draw cards and it will still be like, but finally. My own copy of Eaten Alive. I think I might legitimately just put in Grab Kill at this point. Are you gonna sacrifice? Yeah, okay. Interesting that they all do that. Do I want to sacrifice 1 to draw 1? I mean, I may as well. At this point, there's literally nothing else I can do. And then when the world needed him most, the game said, but what if he just drew lands now? Thank you, video game. Very helpful. I can't oh, okay, never mind. Oh, you know what? That's a really funny way to win it. But I was gonna say, it's really fun. It would have been more sad if I died by Vampire Gorman, because I remember crying out to the world how bad that card was. I think we literally just got really bad hands when I was doing that, because I played it when a friend was watching, and we got like this giga broken green-black hand, and I was like, what the actual hell? Yeah, I think I'm just terrible at making decks. I think I'm just bad. I'll play one last game. Excited to hopefully be able to show off something. I think yet again, the problem is like Exile is so annoying with Vincent because you don't want to exile with Vincent. I like this hand a lot better. Yet again, we still have the issue of not having lands. But that's life. Red black into red black. Here is my token of tokenness. I really hope we draw a land next turn. I wish we could block with this damn skeleton. Yep, that's what I want to see. Yeah, so the way I'm gonna do it is we're gonna very quickly when this creature enters win the game. Okay. I'm going to just Bitter Triumph and discard a flail, and we're just gonna kill this. Okay. Awesome. Alesha has to be the one that we play. There's nothing in graveyard to summon back. Okay. She has first strike. She is awesome. She is the woman of all time. Like, you think Charming Scoundrel's cool? Nah, Alesha. Always Alesha. God damn it. How much damage must I give you, old man? Yeah, I think haste is just something that I really need in this deck. Yeah, that's a good card. It does mean that we can now solve the damn card. But we're in a position where we really I may as well just play him. Wicket. Make him a little bit sturdier. All I've really learned right now today is that I'm bad as crap at deck building. And I think that's okay. Defeat is a humbling thing that will be able to allow me to have bigger brain later. So, I hope you all had a really good time watching this episode and seeing me essentially have a lot of confidence and fall. But yeah, hopefully next time around, we'll be able to, really think up some new decks and new strategies and have a lovely time. So, hope you all having an absolutely great time watching, and I'll see you next time. Let's fix up something. Hello everyone, we're going to be doing a quiet and quick opening. We're just going to be doing these one by one. We're going to do 5 and then 1 and then 5. Just enjoying it. We're trying to get as many wild cards as we can for a deck, and as well maybe get some cards that we're looking for a white and red deck that we're making. Wow. Ooh. I don't know what video this will be in, but ooh, that's so pretty. Oh, we got cute girl too. Okay, common wildcard, we did need that. Another common, that's all we want. We'll do golden pack. Ooh, that's interesting. Enchantment. And oh, I have lost mine. Okay. She's cool. That's sick. That's less cool. Still nothing. Honestly, the uncommon wildcards and common wildcards are probably the bigger things, honestly. Legendary artifact car. Thank God. That is so beyond fucking cool. God, that's fucking sick. I really hope you can play that. I don't think you would be able to. Okay, well I hope you all enjoyed this small opening, and enjoy the rest of the video.